We have 5:59 p.m. here at the Voice of Stockton, and welcoming our Facebook viewers. And to assist in that, we got one camera, and let me just turn the other one for the moment. And so we have two cameras going here, and let's get some sound in this place. And with that, we turn on microphones. And so here we are, about to get the Facebook up as well going. And you see what we're doing. And this is the Voice of Stockton, Sunday evening Islam show. We're going to follow with a weather report and a sports update coming up after our main show. So a little different alignment from previous, and this was the phone booth. Phone booth was also on earlier today. And okay, this is the Sunday evening Islam show, SHOW. And thanks, Eddie, for doing a fine show. And host Richard Slezak. Alrighty, about to start broadcast, and boom. And then we're going to come over here and bring up the audition. This is our live portion, recorded portions. And today is, wait a minute. Let me backspace here to 2019, dash 12 dash 08 colon Sunday evening Islam show. Alrighty, we're good to go on that. Alright, we have 6:02 p.m. about to get going, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the John Moriarty Studio, 231 West Bedford Road, Stockton, California. This is the Voice of Stockton, soon to be FM community radio over various communities here in San Joaquin County. And in the meantime, we are webcast radio along with YouTube and Facebook Live. And with that, going to head on over to the big desk and bring on this evening's show. And let me slip on some headphones, and let's see, can we use this? Well, it's better if we don't. You can always set the mic down over here or keep it standing up. Okay, which is a good thing. All right, let's turn the camera, and we do have sponsors here at the Voice of Stockton, and I would like to take this time to share them with you. Hotel Furniture Liquidators, furniture for your home, for your family, for yourself, for other loved ones. They're at 1648 North Shaw Road. Nearest cross street is East Fremont, just east of 99 here in Stockton. Books for your family, books for your friends. It's wintertime, good time to read at the Miracle Mile Bookstore, 2210 Pacific Avenue, and at Doors Book Recyclery, 2310 Pacific Avenue. Plastics, recycle them when you're through using them. In the meantime, your car has plastic parts. A replica needs to be made. Custom Plastics and Signs, 326 East Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard. Fabricates plastics, all kinds, because there are many kinds. They'll sell you the raw materials. Well, they'll sell you plastic in sheets, rods, and tubes. They make signage printed up for you. Got an election campaign, you'll be seeing some of their work, corrugated plastic. Stencils that you can apply. Vehicle and boat graphics, you can either apply those that they print, or you can let them do it, and they do it real good. Print t-shirts, print business cards, get them printed at Custom Plastics and Signs, and they make displays out of plastic. 326 East Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard. 209-922-1879 to get your computer repaired, to trade for computers, to buy a computer. Millennium Computer Repair, 209-922-1879. They'll remove viruses and spyware. Computer password removal, data backup, hard drive repair. Buy, sell, and trade parts. Prices are among the lowest. And yes, get that computer upgraded. Habitat for Humanity Restore, your alternative building materials, hardware, furniture supply store. 4933 West Lane, that's 100 yards south of March Lane. 4933 West Lane, the Restore. Yes, you can buy furniture there. Build fasteners, tools, equipment, power tools and such like. New stuff arriving daily, 4933 West Lane. Tender Donuts, we bake fresh daily at 1304 East Hammer Lane. They open at 4:30, Monday through Saturdays, 5:30 on Sundays, open till 6. 1304 East Hammer Lane. Tender Donuts, we bake fresh daily. And for t-shirt printing, business card printing, Leaders up in Lodi at 500 East Lodi Avenue at Garfield. All right. And we're at, whoops, let me get a good look at that. It looks to be 6:08 p.m. here at the Voice of Stockton. And I like to do our times. So to audition start, and by 6:08 we had sponsors in, and let me take liberty, and we are in book 53 of the Al Sahib Bukhari Hadith Sunnah collection. And these are known as the traditions. It's words, sayings, deeds, and some of those words are words of other caliphs after Muhammad, passed away approximately, he was born April 8th, 570, passed away June 8th, I believe, 632. But there are hadith here in this collection that are not his words. But be that as it may, Al-Sahih Bukhari put together this collection from about 830 to about 850 AD, and that was 2 centuries after Muhammad. He collected sayings, words, and deeds from Arabia and what today is Syria and Egypt, and compiled them, winnowed them down as to their validity to those who did hear it or see it, heard it and saw it, and passed the words and deeds along. So that came to about 9,000, which are here. Now, some are said to be repetitive. Well, yeah, they're from different chains. So with that, we go forth. We're on number 404, and the numbering starts at the start of a volume, so this is volume 4. And it started with book 51, then we've recently done 52, and now we're in 53. 52 was very long, had 300 some ahadith within it. And book 53 is shorter, it has just below 100. So with that, now this is in a scroll form, and we're currently on page 738 of 1700. And to get a good look at the time, yeah, we have 6:12 p.m. and we're on page 738 of 1700. And this is number 404, narrated by Ali. We did not write anything from the Prophet except the Quran and what is written in this paper, wherein the Prophet said, Medina is a sanctuary from the mountain of air to so-and-so. Therefore, whoever innovates in it an heresy or commits a sin or gives shelter to such an innovator will incur the curse of Allah, the angels, and all the people, and none of his compulsory or optional good deeds of worship will be accepted. And the asylum granted by any Muslim is to be secured by all. Okay, first off, let us take note. Heresy is rejected. Will incur Allah's curse. Not to be, okay, no, Medina is a sanctuary from heresy. Then we go on to point 2. worship, and the asylum granted by any Muslim. Okay. Asylum granted by a Muslim will be accepted, and none of his compulsory or optional is to be secured by all the Muslims. Is to be secured by all Muslims. Even if it is granted by one of the lowest social status among them, and whoever betrays a Muslim in this respect will incur the curse of Allah, the angels, and all the people, and his compulsory and optional good deeds of worship will not be accepted. Asylum granted. Okay, anyone who incurs Allah will curse. And then number 3. Scroll down the page some. Whoever betrays, all the people, and except, and any freed slave will take as masters befriends people other than his own real masters who freed him without taking the permission of the latter will incur the curse of Allah, the angels, and all the people, and his compulsory and optional good deeds of worship will not be accepted. And I got to rephrase this a little. A freed slave must take the permission of former masters who freed him before befriending people other than his own. Alrighty. Curse of Allah for those who violate. For violators. Narrated Sayyid Abu Huraira once said to the people, "What will your state be when you can get no dinar or dirham, in other words, taxes from the dhimmis?" On that, someone asks him, "What makes you know that this state will take place, O Abu Huraira?" He said, "By him in whose hands Abu Huraira's life is, I know it through the statement of the true and truly inspired one, in other words, the prophet. The people ask, "What does the statement say?" He replied, "Allah and his apostles asylum granted to dhimmis," in other words, non-Muslims living in a Muslim territory, "will be outraged, and so Allah will make the hearts of those dhimmis so daring that they will refuse to pay the jizya, and they will be supposed to pay." Oh, yes, that's what it says. For Abu Hurairah quoted Muhammad on dhimmis, and non-Muslim. That is non-Muslims living in Muslim territory refusing to pay the jizya tax. Muhammad, I'm going to put forecast. Alrightius. And good thing I got a second page here, because the notes on that took this whole page, or a second piece of paper. I got even more nearby. Alrighty. And this is the Voice of Stockton, the Sunday Evening Islam show for December 8th, 2019. And we look to have 6:22 p.m. Thank you for tuning in. Learning of Islam a little at a time, and creates great understanding, and whether or not you're a Muslim. 405 is only 5 lines, narrated by Al-Amash. I ask Abu Whale, "Did you take part in the Battle of Siffin?" He said, "Yes, and I heard Saul ben Hunayf, when he was blamed for lack of zeal for fighting, saying, 'You'd better blame your wrong opinions. I wish you had seen me on the day of Abu Jandal. If I had the courage to disobey the Prophet's orders, I would have done so. We kept out our swords on our necks and shoulders for a thing which frightened us, and we did so. We found it easier for us, except in the case of the above battle of ours." And this is book 53, number 405. Abu Whale fought under Muhammad at the Battle of Siffin obeyed Muhammad his zeal Saul bin Hunaf had ridiculed. Alrighty. Bad-mouthing in the ranks. Next is number 406. Narrated by Abu Whale. We were in Siffin, and Saul bin Hunaf got up and said, O people, blame yourselves. We were with the Prophet on the day of Hudaybiyah, and if we had been called to fight, we would have fought. But Umar bin al-Khattab came and said, O Allah's apostle, aren't we in the right and our opponents in the wrong? Allah's apostle said, Yes, Umar, and aren't our killed persons in paradise and theirs in hell? He said, Yes. Umar said, Then why would we accept hard terms in matters concerning our religion? Shall we return before Allah, judges between us and them? Allah's apostle said, O Ibn al-Khattab, I am the apostle of Allah, and Allah will never degrade me. Then Umar went to Abu Bakr and told him the same as he had told the Prophet. On that, Abu Bakr said to Umar, He is the apostle of Allah, and Allah will never degrade him. Then Surat al-Fath, i.e. victory, was revealed, and Allah's apostle recited it to the end in front of Umar. On that, Umar asked, O Allah's apostle, was it, in other words, the Hudaybiyah treaty, a victory? Allah's apostle said yes. And 406, Surat al-Fath Surah was revealed. And then why should we accept the matter? Return before Umar at Hudaybiyah questioned treaty terms such that opponents go to hell, Muslims paradise, Muslims always right, thus never back down. Muhammad did treaty to bide time. See, he did the treaty in 629, and then in 630 they were victorious. So number 407, it's 4 lines, and we have 6:30 p.m. here at the Voice of Stockton. This is the Sunday Evening Islam Show, narrated Asma bint Abi Bakr. During the period of peace treaty of the Quraysh with Allah's apostle, my mother, accompanied by her father, came to visit me, and she was a pagan. I consulted Allah's apostle. O Allah's apostle, my mother has come to me, and she desires to receive a reward from me. Shall I keep good relation with her? He said, yes, keep good relations with her. And number 407 and 629 AD, Asma's mother, a pagan, came to visit Asma. Muhammad told Asma to keep good relations with her mother. Alrighty. Number 408. This is a bit longer. It's about 3, 6, 9, 12 lines. Narrated Al-Bara, when the Prophet intended to perform the Umrah, he sent a person to the people of Mecca asking their permission to enter Mecca. They stipulated that he would not stay for more than 3 days and would not enter it except with sheathed arms, and would not preach Islam to any of them. So Ali bin Abu Talib started writing the treaty between them. He wrote, "This is what Muhammad, apostle of Allah, has agreed to." The Meccans said, "If we knew that you, Muhammad, are the apostle of Allah, then we would not have prevented you and would have followed you. But write, this is what Muhammad bin Abdullah has agreed to." On that, Allah's apostle said, "By Allah, I am Muhammad bin Abdullah, and by Allah, I am apostle of Allah." Allah's apostle used not to write, so he asked Ali to erase the expression of apostle of Allah. On that, Ali said, "By Allah, I will never erase it." Allah's apostle said to Ali, "Let me see the paper." When Ali showed him the paper, the Prophet erased the expression with his own hand. When Allah's apostle had entered Mecca and 3 days had elapsed, the Meccans came to Ali and said, "Let your friend," in other words the Prophet, "quit Mecca." Ali informed Allah's apostle about it, and Allah's apostle said yes, and then he departed. Alrighty, and this is also in 629. Muhammad and Ali at Mecca did Umrah, stayed 3 days as agreed to, arms sheathed, no Islam preached, treaty wording, treaty written by Ali, but Muhammad erased apostle of Allah and left Muhammad wait a minute, where do we have it? Oh, Ben Abdullah. Alrighty. Now we're going on to number 409. And we have 637 here at the Voice of Stockton. And going on to page 740. And again, it's 6:37 p.m. Narrated Abdullah. While the Prophet was in the state of prostration, surrounded by a group of people from Quraysh pagans, Uqba bin Abd Muwait came and brought the intestines of a camel and threw them on the back of the Prophet. The Prophet did not raise his head from prostration till Fatima, in other words his daughter, came and removed those intestines from his back and invoked evil on whoever had done the evil deed. The Prophet said, "O Allah, destroy the chiefs of the Quraysh. O Allah, destroy Abu Jahl bin Hisham, Utbah bin Rabi'ah, Sheba bin Rabi'ah, Uqba bin Abi Muwait, Umayyah bin Khalaf, or Ubay bin Khalaf. Later on, I saw all of them killed during the Battle of Badr, and their bodies were thrown into a well, except the body of Umayyah or Ubay, because he was a fat person, and when he was pulled, parts of his body got separated before he was thrown into the well. And let's see, that in Mecca, and this was, could have been 612 to 616. Uqba poured or Akba through the swine, or was it camel? Yeah, it was camel intestine on prostrate Mohammed, Fatima cleaned off those. Mohammed cursed. Let's see, I believe it was seven Meccans who all were killed at Battle of Badr. All right. That's our second page of notes. Going along here, we have 6:41 p.m. And let me take kind of a short check the equipment. Make sure everything is flowing well. And over here at the engineer table at the soundboard, bring things up. Okay, all quiet there. And over here on the video, yep, things are going fine. That's a good thing. Let me get some water. Oh yeah. And uh-oh. Gonna have to go out of the room to get the paper. Alrighty, all right, we're back. All righty, you got paper to continue. Should have had that to begin with. And this is the Voice of Stockton. I am Richard Slezak. It is the Sunday Evening Islam Show. And we're in Book 53 of the Al-Sahih Bukhari Hadith Sunnah. And this is on the dividing of the booty amongst the Muslims. And this is December 8th, 2019. And we have 6:43 p.m. And continuing, and number 410. In the Bukhari. And heading to 410, it's only 3 lines, narrated on us. The Prophet said, every betrayer will have a flag on the day of resurrection. One of the 2 sub-narrators said that flag would be fixed, and the other said that it would be shown on the day of resurrection so that the betrayer might be recognized by it. And, yep, on resurrection day, every betrayer will have a flag fixed to him or shown. Alrighty, said Mohammed. Alrighty. Number 411. Well, it's only 2 lines. Narrated Ibn Umar, the Prophet said, every betrayer will have a flag which will be fixed on the day of resurrection, and the flag's prominence will be made in order to show the betrayal he committed. And 411, Umar quoted Mohammed, the betrayer's flag's prominence will be made in order betrayal's flag's prominence depicts that committed. Not the best of paraphrases, but a meaning. 412, little longer, we're on page 740. It goes into page 741. Narrated Ibn Abbas, Allah's apostle said on the day of the conquest of Mecca, that was January 1st, 630, there is no migration now, but there is a jihad, in other words, holy battle, and good intentions, and when you are called for jihad, you should come out at once. Allah's apostle also said on the day of the conquest of Mecca, Allah has made this town a sanctuary since the day he created the heavens and the earth, so it is a sanctuary by Allah's decree till the day of resurrection. Fighting in it is not legal for anyone before me, was not legal for anyone before me, and it was made legal for me only for an hour by daytime. So it, in other words, Mecca, is a sanctuary by Allah's decree till the day of resurrection. Its thorny bushes should not be cut, and its game should not be chased. Its fallen property, in other words, lukata, should not be picked up except by one who will announce it publicly, and its grass should not be uprooted. On that, Al-Abbas said, Allah's apostle, accept the idkir, because it is used by the goldsmiths and the people for their houses. On that, the Prophet said, accept the idkir. And so we know the date, 1/1/630, at Mecca, Mohammed granted to conquer violently Mecca sanctuary creation to then, and from then to Resurrection Day, no game hunted, only plant harvested. Just only IDK, IDHK, HIR. Yeah, that's good. And let us go on to, oh wow! It is 6:51 p.m. and that was the last, and that's the end of book 53. Wow. And let's go back and get that title again here. Want to go, and that was to 412. Wow. Book 52 to 182, 221, 263. Ooh. Okay. So starts on page 713, and that was 713 through 741, and number 324 to 412, which makes it equals 88. Hadith, spread over 38 pages. Oh, not even that, 26. 1/5 of booty to the cause of Allah. And book 53. 1/5 of booty to the cause of Allah. LAH, and that's Kumas. And we've had a goodly number of these. It's near the end of the show. So this was our third page of this evening's show. And that's a little unexpected. And show with me up here at the table, I have shows going. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, that's the November 17th stack. Okay. Yep, and apparently that was the last show we did. And let's see again, where did we start at? 713, 324. So we don't have all the shows here, or do we? Oh, that's, oh, page 734. Oh, 393. Okay. Yeah, we have, coming back here, we got back to October 6th. Oh, there was the big jump back to July 28th. And oh my, don't have the first of the series. And oh, it's not, this wasn't just the distribution of wealth going on here, collected from others. Muhammad said, affliction will come from the cat from the east of Medina. The foster uncle of Hafsa presided. It was okay for him to enter, little house rules like that. And later on, we had one treaty. Here's another treaty, though. Abu Bakr, when he rose to caliph, sent a letter to Bahrain with the ring of the prophet, the words, Muhammad, apostle of Allah. Anas brought out shoes, had no hair, with pieces of leather straps. Aisha brought out Muhammad woolen garment, through which passed Muhammad's soul. A waist sheet also, something called Muhammad fixed his broken drinking cup with a silver wire, and it held water. All right, various ahadith there that came along early in this book. So with that, we're just going to close up this evening's show, and we'll be getting back to the Quran next week, our next show. And stay tuned. Always something, we haven't, a long way from being finished. Do these shows approximately once a week, and they're about an hour each, and you see how fast we go. And so it's going to be another probably 50 shows at least before we're completed with the traditions and the Quran. So with that, we're going to just sign it off a bit early, and this evening's show, that is the Sunday evening Islam show. And with that, we're just going to come over here. And thank you for watching and for listening. And it's about a 55-minute show. All right. And Facebook and YouTube viewers, we're just going to bid you a good evening